สวัสดีครับ It's been a little bit since I've made a video เพราะว่าเมื่อไม่นานมานี้นะครับพ่อแม่มาเที่ยวประเทศไทยครั้งแรกนะครับแล้วก็แซคเป็นทัวร์ไกด์ของพ่อแม่นะพ่อแม่มาที่นี่ประมาณ3อาทิตย์นะครับก่อนพ่อแม่มาที่นี่นะครับแซครู้สึกกลัวนิดหน่อยเพราะว่าไม่รู้ว่าเขาจะชอบหรือไม่ชอบนะพ่อไม่เคยไปเอเชียนะครับแล้วก็แม่เคยไปประเทศจีนแล้วก็ประเทศญี่ปุ่นด้วยฮ่องกงด้วยนะแต่ว่าแม่ไปที่นั้นสำหรับแค่ทำงานนะครับไม่เคยไปเที่ยวนะ If you've never been to Thailand or specifically Bangkok, you know that it can be a little bit of a hectic city. And where my family comes from is definitely more of a small town in the US, so you can definitely understand why I was a little bit anxious to see whether they would love it here or not. And in this video, that's the question that we're going to answer. I'm going to take you along for some of our travels and do a little bit more of a voiceover style rather than talking in real time, and ultimately answer the question of did my parents love Thailand or not. Let's pick things up where my parents arrived in Bangkok. One thing I think is really important when you first arrive to Bangkok is to immerse yourself into the chaos of the city right away. And the reason I say that is because it's very easy to just take a taxi straight to your hotel and kind of just stay there because you feel really overwhelmed by how much is going on outside. So in my opinion, the best thing you can do to immediately immerse yourself into the city is by taking the train from the airport to your destination. So I met my parents right at the airport and showed them how to use the various train lines like the BTS, MRT, and Airport Rail Link right away. And that's exactly what I suggest you do if you're coming to Bangkok for the first time as well. So unfortunately, upon arrival, my dad was feeling a bit under the weather, so he kept it easy for the first few days, just exploring the local parks like Suan Ben, Sun Lum Doi, because my parents love to get out, exercise, and walk every day. So the first few days were pretty chill, just walking around the city, my parents eating their first Thai food, and going to Talat Tatsutak Doi. And one of the first really touristy things that we did was going to the top of the Mahanakon Tower, and these views speak for themselves. Look at the Chao Phraya River. The river, see? We can see Icon Siam. Going to the top of the Mahanakon Tower was a really cool experience because you could truly see everything in the entire city. And we even got a preview of where we were going tomorrow, which is Bangkok's Green Lung, aka Kachao. Our next really fun adventure in Bangkok was going to the Green Lung. This was a really nice switch up from the chaos that goes on within the city limit because it's so close and so accessible to the city, just a 3-minute boat ride from Klong Toi Pier, but feels like you just took a 1-hour flight to go to some remote island in the south of Thailand. My parents really enjoyed this part of the trip. Riding bicycles around Kachao was so much fun, and we really got to see so much on this day. Video. But just as my parents were really starting to settle in and fall in love with Bangkok, it was time to move on our next city in the trip, Chiang Mai. The night that we arrived in Chiang Mai was actually Loi Gatong Day, but we arrived pretty late in the evening, so we missed all the lantern lighting and most of the activity that goes on during the festival. Thankfully, they extended an extra day for all the festivities going on, so the next night we were able to set our own Loi Gatong into the river and watch some of the parade as well, before going out and eating some of the amazing food that Chiang Mai has to offer. One of my favorite parts of this entire trip was going to a local elephant sanctuary where we got to personally feed the elephants, take a bath with them, and also personally prepare some of their vitamins to ensure that they're staying healthy. Normally, I'm a little bit skeptical of places like these because I know that there are some unethical practices out there, but the elephants only come to this area to get fed by the people, and a majority of time are free roaming in the mountains themselves, which I was really delighted to hear. The next day was a journey to drive to the top of the tallest mountain in all of Thailand. Along the hike, we got to see some of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen and learn about the history of the farming that goes on the hillside of Doi Intanon. And man, I just gotta say, Chiang Mai has to be one of the most amazing cities in the entire world to find delicious food. They truly have some of the most delicious restaurants I've ever experienced in my entire life. Aside from all of the amazing things that they have in Chiang Mai, I would suggest going there just for the food alone because it is that good. But after just 4 days in Chiang Mai for myself and 5 for my parents, I had to head back to Bangkok for a few days to attend class, and my parents immediately went to Samui, which was the final destination before returning to Bangkok and heading back to the United States. Now, one thing that I didn't realize was that Samui has a completely different rainy season than the rest of Thailand. So when we arrived there, most of the weather looked like this. But despite the rain, I think we were able to make the most out of the trip, enjoying the beautiful cafes, shopping malls, catching one of the nighttime fire shows, and before it was all said and done, having a couple of sunny days right before the end of the trip, which really enhanced our experience with Samui. And one thing to note, can we just talk about how cool the Samui airport is? Completely outside, open plan, amazing restaurants, chill reclining seats, swings that overlook the runway. I mean, can an airport get more chill than this? I don't think so. Earlier this year, I packed up my bags and moved abroad for the first time ever in my life. And moving to Thailand was one of the best decisions that I ever made. But if there's one thing that I miss about being back home, it's being able to see my family every single day. So you can understand why I felt a little bit nervous and scared when my family came to Thailand for the first time, because I wanted them to enjoy Thailand as much as I do. And I'm very happy to report that my parents absolutely love Thailand. So mom and dad, I love and miss you guys so much. And everyone, thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to seeing you guys in more videos soon. Jökan.